Stay off the 5th floor. Elevator doesn't stop there anyway.
The year was 2011 when I moved into Castle Park Apartments in St. Louis with my son, Jaden. I was 31, tired, and trying to start over after a rough few years. The place looked old but solid. Tall red bricks, rusted balconies that still flickered when the wind blew. Rent was low. Too low. That should have been my first warning. The building manager, Mr. Graves, met us out front. He was a tall African-American man in his mid-50s. Dark skin, low fade, always in the same wrinkled gray suit. His smile never reached his eyes. He told me, "Elevator works fine, just don't go to the 5th floor." Jaden, 6 years old, full of life, tugged my sleeve. He looked up at the building and said it looked like a castle. I told him that made us royalty, and he laughed, not noticing the curtain on the top floor move, like someone was watching us. That first night, I met Mr. Haynes in the hallway. He was an older African-American man, skin the color of rich soil, gray beard, dark glasses that hid his eyes. He leaned on a wooden cane with deep scratches carved into it. He opened his door and whispered, "You hear that humming yet?" I didn't, but that night, after I put Jaden to bed, I heard it. A low vibration coming from the vents above the fridge. It wasn't the heater. It wasn't the pipes. It was something alive, breathing through the walls. Months passed, and I almost forgot about the hum. The sound became part of the building like rain or traffic.
They're watching us through the vents.
Mommy, the lady said she misses her baby.
Don't trust the elevator.
Then, one night, I found Jaden sitting on his bed with a flashlight pointed at the vent. He was whispering. I asked who he was talking to. He said, "The lady in the vent. She misses her baby. She said the elevator hurts." A chill ran through me. I leaned closer to the vent, and I swear I heard a voice whisper back. Soft, raspy, almost human. It said, "Don't trust the elevator." A week later, I couldn't sleep. I turned on the TV for background noise, but the screen filled with static. Slowly, an image faded in. My own living room, from above. I was sitting on the couch, just like I was in real life. The TV showed me watching myself. I pulled the plug out of the wall. The picture didn't change. Then a voice came from the vent, low and mechanical. "We see you." I slept with every light on that night. A few days later, the elevator broke. I was headed down to the laundry room and it stopped midway. The lights flickered. The panel glitched. Then the button for the 5th floor lit up by itself. When the doors opened, red emergency lights flashed through the hallway. The air smelled like bleach and rust. There were hospital beds lining the walls, restraints hanging loose. Each door I passed had a metal tag. Cognitive reprogramming, auditory control, behavioral reintroduction. Something moved at the end of the hall. Slow, heavy breathing echoed in the dark. I ran back into the elevator and pressed every button until the doors finally shut. I found an old brown folder in the 5th floor hallway before I got back on the elevator. The label said, Subject 34, Behavioral Reintroduction. Inside was a photograph. It was Mr. Haynes, younger, wired to a metal chair with a blank expression. At the bottom of the page, the report read, Released into population. Memory suppression successful. My phone buzzed. No signal. One message on the screen. We see you. The next morning, the apartment was too quiet. No hum. Not even the sound of the city outside. Jaden's bed was empty. His Spider-Man slippers sat neatly by the door. I ran through the halls knocking on doors. No one answered. When I came back, The TV turned on by itself. The screen showed the 5th floor again. Jaden stood in the hallway, holding the hand of a woman in a hospital gown. Her hair was matted, her skin pale. When she turned to face the camera, I realized she looked exactly like me.
Jaden!
She
where
smiled.
Are you?
I woke up on a cold tile floor. The air burned my throat. I was wearing a thin white gown, barefoot, surrounded by flickering monitors. Each one showed rows of people sitting still with empty eyes. Then I saw us, me and Jaden, side by side in matching gowns, unmoving. A sound behind me, slow breathing. I turned. He was standing there, tall, pale skin, hidden behind a smooth white mask with 2 hollow eyes. His lab coat was filthy, the edges stained with something dark. He held a recorder to his mouth, his voice calm, emotionless. Subjects 35 and 35A adapting well. Continue MK Ultra protocol. He tilted his head slowly, as if studying me. Then he whispered, almost inside my ear, "Don't wake up yet." Every screen exploded into static. The noise filled my head until everything went black.